So Nintendo keeps winning. Yeah, Mitzi, I think that's probably the. I think that's like the Nintendo. That's like the Nintendo founder keeps winning. Square Enix has another failure on their hands, and then Dev Studio for the new Mana game got taken out back in. Yeah, they. I don't think that actually happened, but basically they got fired because Square doesn't understand what made the old games great. Okay, I mentioned Square Enix in the last video, so Sony is increasing fire, struggling to make money on the games because of the bloated budget dealing with $200 million bombs. Right, Concord. Don't worry, and we're gonna go over here. Hard is still begging people to buy a PS5. This game needs to be super needs these potential sales. Of course, reaching out to Sniper Wolf and all these big, massive YouTubers and influencers to sell PS5s. Of course, it's not going to work forever. Obviously, you can't have. Yes, you can have all the influencers in the world to sell your PS5s, but Nintendo doesn't need no influencers to sell Nintendo Switches. They just need Mario, Zelda, Pokemon brands that people recognize and love. But of course, Sony doesn't have any franchises because they keep abandoning the franchises because of reasons, It's kind of like the movie industry of Lionsgate, okay? They continue to struggle with making movies that are successful, okay? And I think Sony's going to have a dark future headed towards them, Like I talked about the whole thing about Xbox, Sony isn't doing much better. Yes, you can have all the influencers in the world promote your console, you can pay every influencer to buy a console, but eventually you'll hit a brick wall, hit a ceiling, which is what Sony's eventually gonna hit. Because no one's gonna buy a console for Concord. I'm sorry. No one's gonna buy a console for freaking Concord or freaking, Suicide Squad or all these garbage AAA swap that they were coming out with as well. And all the best games are coming on PC as well. So Sony, you keep taking L's every single time. Like most people who probably bought Black Myth Wukong bought it on PC. Okay, they don't buy it on a PS5 because there's nothing on the PS5 worth buying. Falcom is making the next game so it's exclusive. And yeah, Xbox. There's that whole video I made about Xbox and how they continue to struggle in this day and age. Simply because with Sony, they have a lack of franchises. At least Xbox, they have at least a few reliable franchises. Not as much as Nintendo. Not as much as Nintendo. They still have like Gears of War, Forza, Halo. Basically the Xbox Trinity, okay, as well. And of course, Iwata is still begging people to buy a PS5. Getting Sniper Wolf and getting, Mr. Beast and all these influencers on Instagram and TikTok to buy a PS5. It does not work forever. It's an unsustainable model that Sony continues to put out. And yep, that's about this video here. And goodbye.